everyone, welcome back to Astroways face reading. Last episode we finished the middle part of our face. Before going down to the bottom part of our face, let me remind you, the top part of our face is all about our childhood, our natural ability, our IQ, things we were born with. The middle part of our face is all about things we create for ourselves, our skills, our career life, our relationship life, our EQ, the person we train ourselves into. So what's the bottom part about? Now that we've finished both nature and nurture, what else do we need to know? You need to know with your IQ and EQ, with your natural intelligence and the hard work, the skills you build up in your middle age, would you later on be able to receive what you expected? Your reputation, for example, the ability of producing your next generation, the applause and flowers you received from your hard work, how peaceful the end of your life is. All these things we can see from the bottom part of our face. You've done your hard work in your middle age. Now, what do you receive in return? Alright, the lower part of our face starts with this little gap between our nose and mouth. It's called Philtrum. And the whole area here represents from age 51 to 55. 51 is the middle, 52 is the inner part of the left, 53 is the inner part of the right, 54 is the outside part on the left, and 55 is on the right side. In Chinese pressure points, Philtrum is one of the most important points. It's used for first aid, to protect the body from sudden urgent situation. I don't know, I'm not a doctor. I just know sometimes if people are going to faint or going to die or sudden allergy or got poisoned, the Philtrum is one of the pressure points we always use. In face reading, the Philtrum is actually very easy to read. It's the longer, the wider, the deeper, the better. Imagine your nose is your money because it's the house of finance. It's the money you have. If a Philtrum is deep and wide open, that means the money you earned from your middle age can be easily passed down to your retirement age with no problem. So is your health. A long Philtrum means even when you get to your 50s, you're still healthy. Long Philtrum also associates with long life. If you take a look at the pictures of those world's oldest people, they all got very long Philtrum. You may not see the structure of it anymore because of aging, but you can still see the length. Philtrum is like our earlobes. The older you get, the longer it gets. And this whole upper lip area is to see how well you can eat, which relates to your digesting system. The more meaty, the more healthy your stomach tends to be. If you look at those people who have a lot of diarrhea or food allergies, allergic to seafood, allergic to nuts, allergic to gluten, to lactose, to meat, usually they will have quite thin or light Philtrum or not clear structure of the Philtrum. A good Philtrum can bring you a lot of benefits, not only wealth and health, but most importantly, a good, deep, wide, long Philtrum means you're very fruitful. You're easy to produce the next generation. You may have loads of kids very easily if you don't do birth control. And your kids tend to be healthy and easy to bring up as well. Especially for female, usually people struggle to get pregnant or to deliver the baby because the Philtrum also represents the birth canal. Or if the babies get loads of problems, 9 out of 10, they got very thin or light Philtrum. But like I said, nowadays with technology, there are many ways to get pregnant or deliver and less complications for the babies, so don't worry too much. So after all these theories, what does a good Philtrum look like exactly? The best answer I've found so far, one of the best Philtrum I've seen so far, is Queen Elizabeth. Deep, wide, long. Even when she was younger, she already got a very beautiful long Philtrum. And if you take a close look at her bottom part of her philtrum, it's sharp like the shape of the tip of a sword. Women with this type of philtrum tend to have more sons than daughters, while the rounded type of the bottom, if it's not sharp, it's like rounded bottoms, you tend to have more daughters than sons. But of course, having boys or girls also have to see your husband's face, and more accurately, charts. So philtrum is only to see the trend, what you're most likely to have. And like we said, people with very meaty upper lip area also means fertility. Here we have another very good example, which is Victoria Beckham. Again, very deep, wide, long philtrum, got loads of kids, healthy and good relationship with kids. So what happens if your philtrum is very narrow, like a line in the middle? This one means problems with kids or hard to maintain good relationship with them. Also, it's better not to have any wrinkles, any extra lines or scars or molds in your philtrum area. Otherwise, it will all affect your relationship with kids as well. And it's better not to bend on one side like this or curled up like this. It really affects the age of your 51 to 55. And your kids' health, relationship with them, even separations, especially if your philtrum is already short and if your nose is almost touching your upper lip, you need to really watch out. However, not all people have both end of the philtrum that's evenly wide. Some philtrum are wide on top and narrow on the bottom, or the other way around. The majority of us, it's normal to have philtrum that's narrow on top and wide on bottom, like a triangle. That means you may struggle a bit in your early age and more relaxed later on in life. That's in most cases. While the ones that are wider on top and narrow on the bottom is the opposite, which means you have very easy early life and goes to shit later on. So if that's you, then no matter what you do in your early age, save up, invest for later on. And what happens if your philtrum or the whole upper lip area is too meaty? We all know one person is like that. Our favorite Monkey King. His upper lip is very meaty. And what is he like? Very heroic. Always stand up against injustice. Always help the weak ones to fight against the evil ones. So that's everything for our philtrum and the upper lip area. That's all for today. And if you want to have your personal face reading with me, you can email me at astroways.info@gmail.com or find me on Facebook at Astroways. If you like my video, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to know more about metaphysics, please subscribe to my channel and keep you updated.